Some people seem to excel in learning and adapting while others don't. Consequently, we are forced to ask why this is so. Are there any inherent characteristics one should possess, or is it by sheer luck or providence? The answer to these questions might seem like a mystery, but the answer lies in something we all possess: our mindset. Yes, your mindset. Surprising, isn't it? Let us elaborate. Imagine the human mind as a garden. Some people believe their garden is already as good as it's going to get. They think their abilities and intelligence are like plants, already grown, unchangeable. This is what we call a fixed mindset. Now, consider another group of people. They see their garden as a place of potential. They believe that with dedication and hard work, they can cultivate their abilities and intelligence, grow new plants, and transform their garden. This is what we call a growth mindset. So, why do some people excel in learning and adapting while others don't? The difference lies not in their inherent capabilities, but in their mindset. Imagine two students, one with a fixed mindset and the other with a growth mindset. Let's take a journey into their lives. Meet Alex, armed with a fixed mindset, who believes his intelligence and talents are static. Then there's Jordan, who thrives on a growth mindset, viewing intelligence as a quality that can be developed. They're both presented with a challenging math problem. Alex, already doubting his abilities, looks at the problem and thinks, "This is way too hard, I'm just not good at math." He tries for a few minutes, but soon gives up, convinced that he'll never understand it. He tells himself, "I've always been bad at math. That won't change." On the other hand, Jordan looks at the same problem and thinks, "This is going to be tough, but I'm going to give it my all." She struggles, makes mistakes, but doesn't give up. Each attempt is a step closer to finding the solution. She tells herself, "I may not get it this time, but I'm learning. I'll keep trying." Even when Jordan doesn't solve the problem right away, she doesn't see it as a failure. Instead, she views it as a learning opportunity, a challenge to overcome. She knows that with each attempt, she's growing, learning, and getting smarter. Contrarily, Alex is trapped in his fixed mindset, seeing his struggle as proof of his inadequacy. He sees the challenge as a threat, something that could expose his lack of talent. He gives up, not because he's incapable, but because he's afraid of failing. In the end, it's not about who was born smarter. It's about who is willing to embrace challenges, persist in the face of setbacks, see effort as a path to mastery, learn from criticism, and find lessons and inspiration in the success of others. It's about who is willing to learn, adapt, and grow. The outcome is not about who is smarter, but who is willing to learn, adapt, and grow. There's science backing up the power of a growth mindset. Let's delve into the fascinating world of neuroscience that supports this concept. Think of your brain as a dense forest, filled with countless trees. Each tree represents a neuron, and the branches are the connections they make with other neurons. These connections, also known as synapses, are where learning and memory formation occur. When we're born, our brains are like a freshly planted forest. As we grow, learn, and experience, our neurons forge new connections, and our forest becomes denser, richer. This is what neuroscientists call neuroplasticity, the brain's lifelong ability to reorganize and adapt itself. Now let's talk about how this ties into a growth mindset. When we embrace challenges, persist in the face of setbacks, and believe in the power of effort, we're essentially training our brains to grow. Each time we learn something new or improve a skill, we're creating new neural pathways, making our forest denser. On the flip side, when we avoid challenges or give up easily, we're not giving our brains the chance to grow and adapt. This is akin to a forest where trees are cut down and no new ones are planted. Over time, this forest becomes sparse and less vibrant. It's also important to remember that our brains are not just growing, they're also pruning. This is a process where the brain eliminates weaker synaptic connections to strengthen the important ones, much like a gardener pruning a tree to help it grow stronger. The more we use certain neural pathways, whether for solving complex math problems or learning to play a musical instrument, the stronger they become. And the ones we don't use, they get pruned away. This is why consistent effort and practice are so critical to developing a growth mindset. So you see, a growth mindset is not just a psychological concept, but a biological process. It's about harnessing the power of neuroplasticity to continually learn, grow, and adapt. Our brains are not fixed, but constantly evolving, much like our mindset should be. So, how can you cultivate a growth mindset? Let's dig into some practical tips that can help you develop this empowering perspective. Firstly, embrace challenges. Challenges are not roadblocks, but stepping stones. They're opportunities for you to stretch your abilities and learn something new. When faced with a challenge, don't shy away. Instead, step forward and embrace it. Remember, every challenge you overcome makes you stronger and more capable. Next, persist in the face of setbacks. Setbacks are inevitable. They are part and parcel of any journey towards growth. But don't let them discourage you. Instead, see them as opportunities to learn and improve. When you stumble, pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and keep going. Resilience is a key aspect of a growth mindset. Finally, understand that effort is the path to mastery. Nothing worthwhile comes easy. It takes time, dedication, and hard work. The more effort you put in, the more you'll get out. So don't be afraid of hard work. Embrace it. Celebrate it. Because it's through effort that you'll achieve mastery and realize your full potential. Cultivating a growth mindset isn't a one-time event. It's a lifelong journey of curiosity, resilience, and relentless effort. But the reward is priceless. It's the freedom to grow, to learn, to evolve. Remember, with a growth mindset, you're not just learning, you're evolving. Remember, the power of yet is transformative. Imagine the change when I can't morphs into I can't yet. It's a tiny shift in language, but a mammoth leap in perspective. It's the bridge between now and the future, between inability and potential. It's about believing in your capacity to grow, to learn, to conquer. So when you face a hurdle, don't say you can't surmount it. Say you can't surmount it yet. With a growth mindset, there's nothing you can't do yet. So are you ready to embrace a growth mindset? We've explored the power of questions, the tale of two students, the science behind it, and how to cultivate it. Remember, it's not about how smart you are, but how you are smart. So grow smarter every day. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more thought-provoking content.